Hello students, today we will discuss about artificial hybridization. Fine. In the previous videos we have studied about pollen pistil interaction, and we know that pistil has the ability to recognize and accept the compatible pollen, fine, and reject the incompatible pollen. Okay, but plant breeders, they manipulate this interaction even in incompatible pollination to get the desired hybrid. Okay, so this process of crossing different species, or you can say the different genera, to combine their desired characters to produce a commercially superior variety. Okay, suppose there are two species of sugarcane, species A and species B. This species has more sugar content, but this cannot grow in North India. Fine. Now species B can grow in North India, but this species do not contain much sugar content. Then through artificial hybridization, we can combine the characters of these two parents and can form the hybrid. This hybrid will be superior than both of these parents. Fine. This hybrid has the character from both the parents. यहाँ से शुगर कंटेंट अच्छा मिला, यहाँ से क्वालिटी मिली कि ये नॉर्थ इंडिया में ग्रो कर सकता है. मीन्स this is artificial hybridization, crossing of different species to combine the desired characters to produce superior variety. Okay, and artificial hybridization has been used by plant breeders for the crop improvement programs. Fine, and it is achieved by the following methods. First one is the emasculation and second one is the bagging. Fine. This is emasculation. If the female flower is bisexual, means if the flower is having both the parts, female as well as the male part. Fine. In that case, the anther, these are the anthers. The anther is removed from the bud यूजिंग अ पेयर ऑफ फोरसेप. लेकिन एंथर्स के डेहिसन से पहले, इससे पहले कि वो मेच्योर हों और वो पोलन ग्रेन्स को रिलीज़ करें, उन्हें यहाँ से रिमूव कर दिया जाएगा. दैट इज़ एमस्कुलेशन. रिमूवल ऑफ एंथर्स फ्रॉम द बड बिफोर देयर डेहिसेंस using a pair of forceps is known as emasculation. Fine. And emasculation is not required if the flower is unisexual. If the female flower is unisexual, then there is no need of emasculation. Fine. Next step is the bagging. This is bagging. Now we have removed the anthers from the female flower. Then what happens? The emasculated flower is covered by a bag. This is the bag of suitable size, and this bag generally made up of butter paper. And why we are doing this? Why we have covered the stigma or the pistil with this butter paper? So as to prevent the contamination of stigma by unwanted pollen grain. Okay. And next is when द स्टिग्मा बिकम्स रिसेप्टिव, मतलब जब स्टिग्मा जो है वो मेच्योर हो जाएगी तब क्या होगा? देन द कलेक्टेड पोलन ग्रेन्स आर डस्टेड ऑन टू द स्टिग्मा. फाइन. फ्लावर इज रीबैग्ड एंड fruits are allowed to develop. Fine. So this was all about the artificial hybridization. Let's revise our process. Artificial hybridization is the crossing of different species or the genera to combine the desired characters to produce commercially superior variety. Okay. And This has been used by the plant breeders for the crop improvement programs, and it is achieved by the two methods, that is emasculation and bagging. Emasculation means the removal of anthers by using a pair of forceps from a bisexual female flower. After that, this pistil or this emasculated flower is covered with a bag of suitable size, generally made up of butter paper, so as to prevent the stigma from the contamination by unwanted pollen grains. Okay? And when this stigma becomes receptive, then collected pollen grains are dusted onto the stigma, flower is rebagged, and the fruits are allowed to develop. Fine.